Swimming, soccer, and I can't remember what this third sport was, but I know there was one. We moved from activity to activity with tiny bits of sweat on our foreheads. It was my second day. The soccer counselor told us that we were going to play in the hockey rink. It was cooler. There was no ice. A cement oval with white walls scored by black hockey pucks. The counselor divided us into two teams. It wasn't really soccer, just a pack of children chasing a ball around, screaming. Near the end of the day session, I fell and scraped my knee. Blood rushed down my shin. Everyone stopped playing. My skin, hanging on a jagged piece of cement, was better than a leather ball. One boy dared to go to that shit. The counselor sent everyone else off to the pool and took me to the nurse. But she wasn't there. So he did my knee up himself. Parasite, bandages, tape, all fully applied so I could even bend my knee without the tape pulling off my skin. He told me I had played well and patted my back. I thanked him and went home this afternoon telling my mom that I loved soccer. The next day, the counselor had the group circle up and told me to join him in the middle. He asked how my knee was. I told him I was fine. He asked me how I was going to thank him for fixing it. I said, I didn't know. He said, young lady, you really don't know your please and thank yous. How about a kiss? I told him, kissing was gross. He laughed and asked the group if they thought he deserved a kiss. And of course, they said yes. He told me to lie down. I shook my head and told him I didn't want to. He chuckled and gently pulled me down on the yellow sunburned grass so that we were lying next to each other in the middle of the group like sardines in a can. I rolled away, but two kids pushed me back to him. The counselor grabbed me, pulled my head to his and kissed me, forcing his tongue between my lips. I gagged and screamed. It was awful. The kids laughed. I wet my pants. The counselor turned red, grabbed my arm, pinching my triceps between his thumb and forefinger, and dragged me to the side of the field. He told me to go home, get some diapers. I ran home and told my mother that I hated camp, especially soccer. The next day, I didn't want to go back, but my mom insisted, promising me like she'd show me the bathroom. I did not tell her why I hated camp, especially soccer. A piece of me was too young to trust my instinct, to know that kissing was not part of the game. 29 years later, I returned to the field and played with this. May my daughter's first kiss, may your daughter's first kiss, may everyone's daughter's first kiss be appreciated and wanted.